This team will actually be better after patch 3.2. I've been doing a lot of testing on the new patch on the PTR, and I found some small changes to Apep. At the later stages, he has about 30,000 less HP, about 10% less total. This just makes speed farming even easier. Now the thing that separates this team from many others is by using Brynn. We're actually using her in this setup because of her defense break and attack up for the team, which multiplies her damage by a ton. It's important to note that defense break is really crucial, and if you don't get it, you'll probably lose, meaning that just using DJ will give you only an 80% win rate. But when we use Brynn, they have a 93% chance to apply a defense break, which translates to our win rate. So how do we start to build this team? Well, we start by making a functional skeleton, basically a Barebones team that can at least farm early stages of Pep and will scale as we can invest into it. So this is my Barebones team from the PTR, and we can just see some of the minimal requirements. The whole team needs to be 140 speed, and Brynn needs to be double the speed of your damage dealers. On the screen we have the turn order, including the fact that Brynn will go twice. So our lead is Sander, and the cool thing about that is that you don't need to put any more speed on his substats. Just make sure it's 85% crit rate and stack as much damage as you can. Next up we have Stuart, who is most of our damage, and you want to invest heavily into him. Basically 85% crit and as much damage as you can. Next up we're using Freddy, mostly because his last stand lets him survive. Just stack 85% crit rate and as much damage as possible. And then we have DJ, we want to make sure he has at least 80% accuracy. Anything else is a bonus, but he's just there to apply the disease and the defense break. Next up we're using Brynn, who needs to be twice the speed of our other Espers, and basically she's just there to add consistency by having 80% accuracy and applying that defense break. This Barebones team does not have Espers that are fully skilled or resonated. So how do we transform this team from Barebones to an all-star? First up, we make sure everybody's max level and skilled up. I'll have a flow chart about where to get that stuff in the description below. Next, we can change up our relic sets to be more beneficial. We can start by putting DJ on Adamantine instead of Apollo. After that, we got some bigger changes. We can swap our damage dealers to immunity sets. This is mostly to survive the boss's counterattack, because every time your DPS attacks it, they're going to get a poison stack. And just having immunity stops that from happening. Since you're farming immunity already in Fafnir, if you want to push out a little more damage, try using the crit damage set. You can also get it from there. And as you get more resonance, maybe you might want to change up some of the sets. Now let's look at the actual team from the showcase before. One of the biggest changes of relic quality is we can swap our lead to Stuart for more damage. Now you still want to stack him as much damage as possible. The crit set is the best on him. Next, we're going to take a look at DJ, who's now an Adamantine set, and you see he has a lot of HP. Then after that, we have Sander, who, as I mentioned, you can use Windwalker, and he has no speed substats, he has 140 speed on him. Next up, we have Freddy, who actually put on a crit set, so I can get more damage out of him, because he's surviving really well at max resonance. And after him, we have Brynn, who needs a lot more speed if you're not using Sander as a lead. Now this team will only be better after the patch. There'll be a flowchart below in the description. Please use it as a quick reference to kind of get the team together. Thank you for watching.